You're listening to Jonesy's Jukebox on KLOS. It is 2 minutes after 12 bells on Monday. And my guest is Marc Maron.
How are you, man?
Did I say that right?
Sure. Yeah, you did, actually. I'm happy that you did.
It's an easy one.
Not really. I get a lot of different variations. Moron, Marin, Moran, which makes me Irish.
Moran. No. That sounds like a detective from a TV show from the 70s.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick Moran.
Nick Moran.
Oh, that's the guy from Sexy Beast. That actually is his name. Not Sexy Beast. The Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrel.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that guy, Nick Moran?
It was a character?
No, that's his real name.
The big guy.
No, he was the skinny one who where it all went wrong and they start playing "Wanna Be Your Dog."
Oh yeah.
That guy.
Good song.
Anyway, that sounds like a detective name.
It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. It's been a long time. I've always wanted to meet you. I don't know why we haven't met before.
Why didn't you ask me on your show?
You can come on the show.
Well, I said if you wanted to meet me, you could have called me. I would have come on your show.
Well, it's weird with radio guys, Steve, because you guys, we talk all the time. You talk all the time. What am I going to do with you that no one knows?
That's true. Well, maybe you could. There's a lot of secrets still.
Okay. Well, I mean, I have not had one of you guys on.
One of my guys, meaning
one of you pistols.
Yeah.
The other one keeps wanting to come on. I'll put him on.
Really? Mm-hmm. What one's that? The one who doesn't play an instrument?
Yeah, that one.
Wow.
I just don't. I don't know. From what history says, might not be a great conversation. I like to talk to people for real. I know you're for real. Well, I think I have plenty of life left, and I do 2 a week. I'm not icing you on purpose.
No.
I respect.
Oh, I don't think you are.
Yeah.
I don't think you are.
Yeah.
At all. I didn't mean it like why didn't you invite me?
Yeah.
I'm mad at you.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Not that at all.
Because I didn't. This would be one of those kind of radio shows where I get indicted.
No. How did you end up here?
I don't know. I thought you wanted me to come.
Is that what you got?
Well, no, I didn't get anything. I gotta say, like, would you? I get it. Someone asked me, "You want?"
Who's the someone? I want to try and track this back.
Try to get the guy. Want me to call my manager and go like, "This guy doesn't want me here. Why is this on my schedule?" No, I don't know. Someone said you want to do Jonesy Jukebox. Of course, I want to do that.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, I don't. But do we need to find out the person? Someone going to get fired here in the building?
No one's going to get fired. I think I know who it came from.
Did you think you were expecting Nick Moran? Got the wrong guy?
Nick Moran. Book him. Well, anyway, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, my pleasure. I'm excited to be here.
So you do your podcast from your house, right?
I do. I do it from my garage, which is not. When I say garage, people have different ideas of what a garage is. It's this 1924 structure built for a Model T. I think I put a floor in it, and all my crap is in there now. I got just walls of stuff. It's become like a kind of. It was almost like a sad roadside museum of me for a while. Things gathering dust.
Yeah.
I had to clean it up just because when you go to one of those like if you stop at a roadside attraction that hasn't been maintained, maybe it's got some babies in jars or whatever the hell, but there's a layer of dust on it that just makes you realize that no one takes care of it.
Yeah.
That was happening, and I had to clean it up. But yeah, so it's a garage. Long answer, Steve. It's a long answer. More information than you were looking for, but I wanted to fill the gap.
It's okay, we got a lot of time.
Yeah, I just wanted to fill the air. I got to get the hang of your style. Apparently it involves pauses.
Yeah. People panic when there's nothing happening.
No, I don't. I can sit in it for a second.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's about it, though.
Yeah. Okay. Who was it? I was looking at your thing earlier, and I was looking at some of the guests you have on your show. Obviously, I'm not going to go to the one everyone says, "Oh, yeah, the president." But there was someone. Now I've got to remember who that someone was. I was interested in what they were like.
John Lurie?
No, it'll come to me.
Sasha?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Is he real? I mean, I've met him before.
Is he a real person?
No, I know he's real.
Oh.
But I've met him before at a party.
Yeah.
And the next thing I know, I'm telling him stuff like he's having me over. And I
Right.
thought I was hip to that.
Right.
But here I am being
Yeah.
had over, I felt like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, he rarely goes public in not in character. And for some reason, I mean, he knew what my show was, and somebody, a friend of his in the UK, who he respected, a television guy, a producer, I think, had told him he's got to do my show, and he was ready to talk, and then he just talked. So it was pretty enlightening, to see what goes into what he does, and how intelligent he is, and where he comes from, and what kind of drives him. So yeah, he's a real person.
So
I got the real guy.
Yeah.
It was fascinating. I don't think anyone had heard the real guy.
No. I didn't get it when I was speaking to him at a party where no one was going to hear about it.
Not unusual. Not unusual for him, apparently. It was pretty great. I mean, it was very impressive. It's impressive when somebody does something that you consider to be brilliant or different or has a lot of guts, and there's a brain behind it. Like he's very thoughtful about all that stuff.
Tell our audience who you're talking about.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Right. Okay.
Sorry. I thought we did. Oh, you just said Sacha.
Did you? Was that on the air? What you just said?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because it was. You could have. Okay. He's giving these direct. Like back when I did radio, I had a guy in my head. Like there was like the guy at the board, because I was a moron when I did it, and like every once in a while I'd be interviewing somebody when I was doing political talk radio, and the producer, he'd be like, "Ask him the other thing," like literally yelling in my head, and I go, "How about the other thing?"
Well, it's like newscasters, right? They have that.
Yeah, I had to stop it. Eventually, it went away. But that guy was not in radio, and none of us were at that time, and everyone was very panicky at the beginning of that undertaking.
Yeah.
Back in the day, Air America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, he's not in my head. Only on the weekends when
Yeah.
I'm not here.
Oh, then he's in your head?
He does have voices in his head. They're not mine.
Well, yeah, you got to have a few friends.
Yeah. When you're lonely.
Yeah. I did something. I'm sort of struggling with something that maybe you would have some experience with. I know you grew up. Where did you grow up?
In London, West
Right.
London.
West London. I had Indian food for breakfast. I had curry for breakfast.
In West London?
No, I wouldn't have made it here. Just at an Indian buffet by my house, I had to pick up some cat food, and the buffet was open at 10:30, and I was like, I'm going to do this.
Today?
Yeah, full on. Yeah. Two curries.
Well, it makes you wonder who come up with the concept you got to have something light for breakfast, and then lunch this, and then your last meal is this, and you got to have the salad before you have the main course. Who come up with all this idea?
I think it's based on history. That at some point, I don't know how it evolved, but I imagine salads and courses and things like that are probably French, I guess.
I think in India, they eat Indian food all day long.
You would hope.
I don't think you're doing anything weird. I mean, it is weird in America, I guess, to have.
Well, I mean,
what did you have?
I think you're more familiar with it. I noticed when I was in London that really good Indian food, and it's
a lot
everywhere.
more, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just sort of like it's what you would. It's like the equivalent of a diner here, like an all-night diner.
Yeah.
In London, it's like you go to the curry place. Am I wrong?
Well, they don't have diners in England.
It speaks to my point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think people go in the morning.
That's what I was trying to.
What did you have?
I had samosa. I had a piece of chapati bread. I had some dal. I had some chana. Had some basmati rice that was colorful. I don't know what was in it that made it colorful, but I had an options. Do you want the regular basmati or this colorful one? So I got.
Is that the rice?
Basmati rice? Yeah, it's that white scented
some
Indian
they put
rice.
Yes, like jasmine. Some they put peas in.
Yeah, no, it was not a biryani situation. It was more of a scented rice situation. Yeah, maybe some jasmine. I know it wasn't jasmine. It was saffron. I don't know. It was colorful.
Are you a vegetarian?
No.
So you didn't have any meat this morning?
No, and I think I asked for meat. I said, is there any lamb? Because I'd like to really do it.
Lamb korma's my favorite, actually.
Great, right? But no, it was a vegetarian buffet, so I did that. And I'm anticipating maybe some issues in about 45 minutes.
Well,
I'll let you know.
Where do you think that comes from? Is it the herbs that makes that happen?
I think it's the oil. They put a lot of that's the thing about Indian food is you don't know it, but there's most of the sauce is either vegetable oil or if it's upscale, you get some ghee, some clarified butter.
That's the hipster butter, isn't it? Ghee.
What's the Indian butter? I think they went unhipster when they started doing larger. When they Americanized Indian food, I imagine that's when the vegetable oil started happening. But I think ghee is traditionally Indian, clarified butter.
Now you get it at all that. It's like the new way to have coffee with ghee now.
Oh, with the clarified butter.
At these Ear One
Yeah, I don't.
joints.
Yeah, no. I don't.
That place is so expensive.
It's ridiculous, and I used to go there for a particular herbal supplement when I got sick until I realized I was an idiot.
You could have got it for $10 as opposed to $50.
Exactly.
Else.
It was oregano oil. Very highly concentrated oregano oil. And you lock into this stuff. You think it does something, probably doesn't, but you get committed to it, develop a loyalty to it. You think it's going to save you.
Well, I think if your head believes it's going to do something for you.
Yeah.
Because everything stems from your head.
I agree with that.
Cancer, everything.
Yeah.
If you're driving yourself nuts in your head and you're angry, resentful, that will filter down.
Oh, yeah.
Into your body. That's what I believe, anyway.
Well, I believe that, too. But, I mean, genetics and chemicals and stuff, they play a part as I break in half a 4 milligram nicotine lozenge to alleviate the anxiety and stress that I'm experiencing for no reason in this moment.
Is it because you're looking at me?
No, I love looking at you. It's great.
Okay.
It's like it's looking at the history of a history of just catching it in time.
Yeah. Well,
it feels to me that you at a different juncture you might not have made it.
Yeah.
And now you're here. You're like a Buddha. You're like a tattooed Buddha.
Yeah.
A tattooed rock and roll Buddha.
Are you a religious person?
Nope.
Spiritual person?
I don't know.
Do you think even that's hogwash? Spirituality?
No, dude. I mean, I do the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you do the thing.
But I've been lately. I've been pretty present, pretty in the body, kind of experiencing it, and I'm not that spiritual, but I am able to like things, and that's liberating. I mean, I'm able to be happy for others.
Right.
I'm able to appreciate things. I have faith in people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I think that, there's a lot of rotten people.
Yeah.
But most people are good, and they're probably rotten because they're hurt somewhere.
Sure. What do you think the percentage is
of rotten people
in the world? Yeah.
Of truly rotten people?
Just horrible people who don't give a hell about anything other than themselves.
Of the global population?
Yeah.
That are
half.
That are pathologically rotten?
Well,
or salvageable?
Salvageable.
Like, are they rotten?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I'm trying to think if...
I think a lot of rotten people, if they just cried a little bit and actually asked for what they wanted, even though they might be embarrassed about it, there'd be a lot less rotten people.
Yeah. Like when you see people, young kids, driving around in their BMWs at 90 miles an hour, are they salvageable?
Maybe, if they're young.
If they're young, yeah.
If they're doing that in their
I just hope
50.
they wrap themselves around a tree and not into another car.
Yeah, I saw a drunk guy driving in front of me last night. There's 2 nights ago. Nothing you can do. Really. I mean, I saw him. He was like really swerving. There was part of me. It was sort of like I should probably pull up next to this guy and what? Hey, buddy. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't drive. Yeah. But no, I didn't. I just backed away and watched.
Yeah, yeah.
Hope for the best.
Yeah,
yeah.
You never have the urge to call 911. Say I'm following a guy. He's drunk off his ass. He's going to kill someone. Have you ever done that?
Is that the right move? I guess maybe
I think
it is.
so. That happened to me once on PCH.
Yeah.
Late at night, I was behind this guy for 5 miles. At least this guy was beyond hammered.
Yeah.
Swerving all over the place. And I'm like, shall I call the police? And this went on for about 5 minutes while I'm following this guy. Maybe I should call her. And I didn't do it in the end. I regretted it.
Well, yeah, that's interesting because why wouldn't we? It's a weird thing because it's
like
probably
you're getting involved, and then what's going to happen? Am I going to be a witness? And I don't need that. It's like a lot of other stuff that goes through my head anyway.
But is there? I don't want to rat him out.
Yeah, there's a bit of that.
Because I've made it home before.
I've been that guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I guess that's a bad instinct. But then you can call the cops and they'll probably be like, yeah, okay.
Well, this is funny. I was going over Malibu Canyon one day, late at night. I just came back from Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I went to my buddy's house to pick up my dog. He had my dog for the weekend. I picked my dog up. This was like 2 a.m. I start coming back Malibu Canyon to the 101, and I'm doing about 60, 70. Not crazy. I've just been Vegas, so I'm in that mode where I'm kind of moving, and a deer runs out, hits the side of the car.
Oh,
boom!
Yeah.
I look back. The deer kind of hobbles off into the thing. There's all feces on the front of the car, and then I'm like, I felt awful, beyond awful. So I drove to the 101, and there's sheriffs that hang out there in cars. So I go in there. I said, "Excuse me, officer, I just hit a deer back there." He gets me out of the car, makes me walk the line, and do the whole breathalyzer thing.
Yeah.
Like I just told you, I didn't have to stop here.
Yeah.
But their mentality, you know, I thought that was weird. So that's kind of what always I get skeptical whenever I want to grass someone up. Where am I going to end up in this?
Well, that was funny because the idea that you thought that the sheriff was going to do anything about hitting a deer.
Yeah, I don't know why. I felt bad. I didn't know what else to do.
Well, what are you going to do? It's horrible when you hit an animal and you don't know what happened. The animal probably died, but like the cops, what are they going to be like? Well, we'll get the deer unit.
We'll get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, we're going to find that deer and nurse it back to health and make sure it gets home okay. Thank you, good citizen Jones. No, they're just like, this guy's got to be out of his mind. He just stopped to tell us he hit a deer.
I guess so.
Maybe we should just lock him up.
I guess so. I didn't think of it like that. Anyway, we're here with Marc Maron. You're listening to Jonesy's Jukebox on KLOS.
We have Guns N' Roses tickets to give away today, Steve.
Oh, I didn't know
I'll take
that.
one.
Yeah. You got to call it, and you got to.
All right, what's the number?
You got to do the contest. We're going to do them later in the show. So.
Okay.
Let's hear some Thin Lizzy. Take it away.